What up, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Chiquis and Chill. I cannot believe that we're already in August. The time is just going like this. Mira, así, boom. But the good thing is we have another episode of Chiquis and Chill, and I have a very special guest. And I'm sure you're going to know who he is. And if you don't, well, you're going to get to know him today. His name is Felipe Esparza. He's a comedian and a podcast host. He actually has two podcasts. One is a comedy podcast called What's Up, Foo? And the other one is called Nace Una Leyenda, Chespirito, which is actually part of My Cultura Podcast Network, which we're going to talk about a little bit of that and other things. And here he is, Felipe. What's up?
Actually, this is Danny Trejo. Someone threw a water balloon at me.
I'm so happy to have you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so
much. I
much.
always wanted to be on.
Really? I need to go on your podcast.
Yes, anytime.
Thank you. So tell me, okay, am I saying it right? What's up, fool? Or is
What's
it just,
up, fool? Yeah, you're saying it right.
Fool? Okay, all right, cool. So, okay, tell me a little bit, before we get into all, everything else, I want to know about your podcasts. Tell me a little bit about both of them.
Oh, one of the podcasts called What's Up, Fool podcast. We had that podcast since 2012 or 14. I don't remember now. We're going to reach 500 episodes.
Nice.
Like by the end of the summer or winter.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So that podcast was just a recorder.
Okay.
And we just laid right there. Bad sound. People complained. Horrible sound. Nothing like this. Nothing like this. And we just passed it around talking.
Yeah.
It was a whole thing. And it was just called, I was just interviewing people I met in the streets.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Like I interviewed some guy at Hollywood Boulevard that dresses up like the Incredible Hulk. You know, the ones that make for money?
Yes.
And I interviewed a guy that came out of the hospital with his son, and he just looked at me and goes, "Hey, man, I voted for you when I was in prison." He goes, "How did you get a phone in prison?" But he was in prison and voted for me on Last Comic Standing when I won in 2010, a reality show.
Dope.
But he said that he came out of prison recently, like a year ago, because he was innocent the whole time.
Oh, shoot.
So he's in his 40s right now. Well, when I met him, he was in his early 40s. And he was locked up for 25 years.
Oh, my God.
And he was innocent the whole time. So he told me this whole story while we're talking. I just met him. He was telling me this whole story. He goes, "Hey, man, stop right there, man. I have 3 episodes of my podcast. You want to do the episode? 4 or 5? He said, "Yeah." So he told us the whole podcast, the whole story of my podcast, and he's doing good. He went on to run for assemblyman of his city.
Wow, mira, that's awesome.
So I interview a lot of people like that.
Yeah, on What's Up, Fool, right?
What's Up, Fool.
Okay, nice.
But on Nace Una Leyenda, Chespirito, it's a scripted podcast, My Cultura, and with Sonoro on iHeart. And I narrate a podcast documentary about the life of Roberto Gomez Bolaños, the creator of Chespirito.
Nice. Okay.
Was interviews with the cast and producers, cameramen.
Yeah.
So that's his whole life.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So I learned a lot of things on that show, man. Like why they call him Chespirito.
Yeah. Why do
I thought
they?
It was because just because he used to write for a show. A lot of us are too young to remember a show called, especially me. I'm the youngest one here. No, it's called el show with Capulina, I think.
Capulina.
Yeah, Virula or Virutas. And there were 2 comedians, and Chespirito was a writer on the show.
Oh, okay.
And one of the producers on the show liked him so much because he would write sketches rápido, man. Like, give me a sketch. He'll write it real fast. And it was well thought of, well formatted. So he called him, ¿sabes qué? Tú eres el little Shakespeare, cabrón. Eres el little Shakespeareito. And then became Chespirito.
Oh, nice. That's interesting.
Yeah,
I had no idea. I love that.
I learned a lot of little details like that about the show.
That's cool. And how are you liking, you've been doing that What's Up, Fool for 12 years now, no? But what got you into podcasting? Like, what is it that made you want to say, hey, I wanna do this?
There was a comedy network that didn't have a Latino podcast on it. It was called, I'm still with them, All Things Comedy. It was a studio started with 2 comedians, Bill Burr and Al Madrigal. He's done a show, he's done a Lopez show right now. He plays the pothead on the Lopez show.
Oh, yes.
And they got a bunch of comedians and they put their money together and they got the studio like this one. they got a studio so we could just come in there and shoot the podcast, and they put it up for us, and they share with revenue, and they help us get revenue.
Oh, nice.
So we don't gotta pay a dime. That was back then.
Yeah.
Nobody. Now I have my own studio, but back then it would just come in there But they asked me. They asked Chingo Bling. They asked a bunch of other people on the podcast. I was supposed to do the podcast with Chingo Bling because he was moving to Los Angeles, but then he moved back to Texas, so we couldn't do it. So I ended up doing it on my own. What's Up Food podcast? That's how I started. Yeah, and we're still going strong.
So for those that may not know, who is Chespirito?
Chespirito is a character created by Roberto Gomez Bolaños.
Yes.
Who premiered in 1974 or 5, I don't know.
Okay.
But he was a spinoff. You know, there used to be a show called The Tracy Ullman Show on Fox. And it was like a comedy show. A British woman had a show on Fox in the early 90s or early 80s. Late 80s. And she had like a little partido. Like she gave her like she would throw Matt Groening a bone, and he would show The Simpsons on the Tracy Ullman Show, like a little snippet. Like it would be like a 30-second cartoon of The Simpsons, and she'll be like, okay, now we have a time for The Simpsons in her British accent, and they'll show her The Simpsons on her show.
Love The Simpsons.
And that's how The Simpsons got famous on her show. And then they got their own show. So Chespirito was a snippet on Capolina and Verula's show, or Veruta's show. And it was Dr. Chapatin's show. It was called Los Super Genios.
Sí.
It was like a little snippet. So they got fired. Then they started Chespirito. And they called it Chavo del Ocho because the show premiered on Canal Ocho.
Ah, okay. Sí, I didn't know that either. And I love Chavo del Ocho.
And everything is CH, like Chespirito, Chapulín, Dr. Chapatín, Se me chispoteó.
Yeah, Se me chispoteó. Yes. Oh, I'm like going back right now. Yeah, I'm going back right now. So we asked about why you wanted to start like podcasting in general. But for Nace Una Leyenda, why? I mean, what was like your passion? I mean, obviously a passion for Chespirito, but like, explícanos if you can explain to us as to why.
When I was asked to do the podcast, I was confused about what I was doing because I also wasn't paying attention. But finally, when they explained it to me, like the third time, I said, "Oh, I'm narrating. Oh, perfect. Then I thought I have to write the whole thing."
Yeah.
So, because they were speaking to me in Spanish. And then I was like, oh, wow. I just told them I don't understand what they're saying, and they're going to still want me to host. So, I know how to read Spanish perfect. Like, I don't know. I taught myself how to read somehow when I was little. I never took a Spanish class. And so, when I got involved, I was super, super happy because I love Chespirito. Yeah. I grew up watching Chespirito. And Chespirito was like the only show that brought my family together. Like we would watch novelas, Chespirito, Los Polivoces. I don't think we ever watched English shows. I remember going to school and my friends were talking about, oh man, did you watch The Different Strokes yesterday? Did you watch Facts of Life? Did you watch the show? And I'm like, all I knew was like novelas. So I would say, did you know what happened to Rosalba and Jose this week?
Yeah. I feel you same.
Dun, 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 dun.
Todas las novelas.
So Chespirito was like a family member.
For sure.
And then later on with my parents, like you got older, I would watch Chespirito just to remind myself of that one time when my family were together and we were laughing and smelling patas and farting.
And farting and stuff. Yeah. Honestly, it reminds me a lot of my dad, Chespirito.
Yeah.
And that it just brings a lot of memories in my grandma's house. And I mean, for sure. So it definitely brings that warm feeling to the heart. So maybe that's why you're like, okay, like remembering all that. Porque me imagino que hablas, as you're speaking about Chespirito, you're talking about everything that certain situation or certain memory brings.
Yes.
Correcto? So that's, yeah.
And then you grow up and you watch Chespirito now, because we live in a different world now and people are more woke and they see things differently now. So you start watching Chespirito and you go, wait a minute here, man. There's a show about a poor Mexican kid who's starving, who lives in a barrel, who wants a torta, and there's this lady who thinks she's better than everybody, but she's a side chick to the teacher.
Dude, I know. If you really think about it. But fuck it. So, oh my God, I love it. I still love to watch it.
And you have to bounce the ball outside the house so you would hear the Professor Felipe spanking his mom.
Good times. Good times.
Tenía que ser el chavo.
El chavo al ocho. I've seen some of your stand-up, which I love, by the way. When did you discover I'm funny and I want to do this for a living? When was that?
I guess when I finally got serious about it, when I was sitting in rehab, I was in my 20s. I was there for like all cracked out, and it was like in the middle of the Angeles National Forest, so I was far from home. Even if I wanted to leave, I would have to walk through the woods and then find a freeway, and then I would have never made it. So I just started thinking about it. You know, we start thinking about it. You lay down on your bed and you realize, man, you come home from the club or you reflect on your life and say, man, I haven't done shit.
Yeah.
Then you hit your brother in a bunk bed on top and say, but you're the loser up there. You got your baby mama up there. So when I was in rehab, there was this, I'm Catholic. I was born a Catholic. But there was the rehab was non-denomination, so there was if you could be Muslim, Jewish, whatever nationality, whatever religion. So every Wednesday, this Catholic brother, he would come from San Fernando Valley to our camp. He was like Nacho Libre, like he's not a priest, but he just goes does like the priest dirty work.
Okay.
So he went to go talk to us in the camp. And he would just talk to us. And one day he said, write down 5 things you want to do in your life. And and nobody's ever asked me that. So everybody started writing, I want to be Superman, or I want to be Batman.
Yeah.
He's like 40-year-old men, 22-year-old guys. He goes, nah, man, don't talk about what superhero you want to be or what you want to wish for. What did you want to be in life? What you want to accomplish in life? So they're all right. We got the paper again. I wrote first comedian. I want to be a comedian, stand-up comedian. Then second, I wrote, I want to be sober or happy. Then third, I want to go to Italy because I like Olive Garden.
Me too.
And then 4 and 5, I just forgot. I didn't write 4 and 5. But I accomplished comedian, so
yeah,
sober,
you wrote it
we'll
down.
get there. At least we're happy.
But you manifested it.
Yeah, I didn't know what manifest was.
But you did. Like when you write it down, you write it down and it connects with the brain and then with the universe. I believe in all that stuff. But that's dope because honestly, we love your gift. You make us proud, Latinos over here. And right now, something I just learned from him, you guys, or about him, should I say, is that he's vegan.
Yeah, I'm vegan. People don't believe me. They say, what do you eat? Crops? What do you deep fry lettuce?
No, but how long? You said you've been vegan for 20 years?
No, I wish.
No? Or, okay.
09.
09. Okay. And how do you feel? Why was that? I'm curious because...
Why did I start? I'll tell you. Oh,
tell me why.
I was on that keto diet.
Yeah, same.
But back then, man, it was called the Dr. Atkins diet.
Yes, the Atkins, yes.
And I was in that place called ketosis. If you've been on that diet, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to explain it because I don't even know.
So a lot, it's fat and protein and
yes. I was eating cheese and meat. That's it, and Diet Cokes. No water, no salad.
Yeah, that's the keto diet.
Nothing, man. Just meat. Like I would get a hamburger, just eat the meat and the cheese. So, anyways, I got constipated. I didn't even know.
Oh.
And
constipation sucks.
Yeah, man. I had to go to a Lamaze class with pregnant women to take that shit out.
Yeah,
it was bad, man.
How long were you constipated for?
Oh my God, 3 days,
dude. The longest I've been constipated is 4 days. That shit is horrible. Oh my gosh.
I thought my colon. I thought my colon exploded by the time I used the restroom.
Yeah,
I thought I had a hemorrhoid, and I never had one before, man. It feels like you're being raped by a ghost at night.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Horrible, man.
Horrible. So then
you gotta sit sideways.
Yes, you gotta sit sideways. You sit anyway. You're just like, yeah, those are really bad. Preparation H helps.
Preparation H, yes, man. Or shoving a ice cube up your butt.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
You know what works too?
Are you being serious?
Serious. You know what works too? Vaporú.
Vapor, nombre.
Yeah, because it's minty, man. So it's like blowing cool air on it.
I don't know if I would try that though. Because I feel like, what if it gets in the other hole?
Oh, that little burn.
That's gonna burn. That's what I'm saying. So yeah. So that's why you became vegan, because you're like, fuck my digestive system.
Yes, man. I said no more meat after this because
you had too much meat
and all the cheese.
Okay, yeah, and you probably feel better. Your sinuses are better without the cheese.
I do way better.
Yeah, that's what my long-term goal is. I would love to be vegan. I tried it, and it's just, I tried vegetarian and then I pescatarian and no sé qué tanto. Pero bueno, that's tight. That's tight. Because as Latinos, we eat a lot of carne. And you don't miss it?
Hell yeah, I do miss it.
Yeah?
I smell it. But sometimes when I hang out with people who eat meat, which is all the time, I let them, like, we're eating somewhere, and it goes, what taco should I get? Bro, get the one right there, bro. De cabeza, bro. They look good. All gooey.
All gooey. And
get that with lemon, bro. It's weird when you meet people. Like, I remember I went out with a woman, and she was a meat eater, and, like, she likes lengua, right?
Yeah.
But she likes them in burritos, right? And, like, with no cilantro and no cilantro, no onions, no salsa, man.
Nothing, así nomás?
Just some lemon and nothing else. No beans, no rice. She just eats it like that, man. And I remember, man, looking at her eating it like a hyena, man. And here I am with my little Boca burger looking at her.
Yeah.
My little veggie burger.
So, I mean, that's what I was going to ask you. If you miss it, so, I mean, they're veggie burger. Yeah. Veggie burgers are good, actually. But that's discipline, though, because it's I tried it. It's very, it's tough. But it's so much better for your health and your digestive system, for sure.
Out of everything that I miss, because you could duplicate some stuff, but not everything. But there's something you can't duplicate vegan, and that's seafood. And I miss mariscos, man.
Mariscos,
I miss driving down Downey or Huntington Park or Lennox, Inglewood, those areas.
Oh, Inglewood has, yes, and Linwood.
Usually, man, in those areas, it's usually a body shop place or a place where they fix llantas. And they're usually like a little
like hole in the wall. Those are the best ones.
Next to a guy waving a flag for the auto body.
For the auto body or the foot. But you know, you can make it. You can make it go jicama. It kind of tastes, or no?
I don't know. I made it with cauliflower.
Oh, with cauliflower. Okay, yeah. Cauliflower, I did that too. I've tried that. Pero también, like, it's a lot of, like, gives me a lot of gas.
Yeah,
cauliflower.
Right? Man.
Yeah, I gotta stay away from cauliflower. So talking about being vegan, you're married, right?
Yes.
Is she a vegan?
She was actually raised vegan by her mom.
Nice.
Her mom
so that makes it easier.
Yeah, but when she met me, she was not. I got her not to be vegan. I hooked her up with Jack in the Box, and she fell in love.
And she found. Oh, so then you unveganized her. Yeah. And then now you guys are both vegan now.
Yes.
Okay. How long have you guys been married?
Since 2014.
Oh, nice.
I remember the date. It was 12, 13, 14. 12, 13, 14.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I like that. Was that on purpose?
No.
No?
It just happened that way.
It just happened that way. See, look at that. It's fate. 12, 13, 14. That's tight. Nice. And how did she feel about, did she meet you as, like, how did you guys meet? I'm being nosy.
She was a waitress at the Laugh Factory in Hollywood.
Oh, nice.
It was like her first date. She was shadowing another waitress trying to learn the ropes.
Oh, nice. Y de ahí te enamoraste.
Right there, man.
Yeah. And you guys have kids?
She emailed me. She goes, you want to hit a bull? I said, hell yeah.
Nice. That's my kind of girl. It was love. It was love at first.
Kind of.
A little.
No, we have no kids. Okay, we tried, though.
Yeah, me too. I'm trying.
We tried, too. We had our own podcast at one time. It was called Enchilada Casserole.
Really?
Yeah, her and I.
Love that.
And we talked about having a baby. And we stopped doing the podcast, but we talked about having a miscarriage. Because I think she had like 3 of them.
Yeah, I just went through a miscarriage. Yeah.
And the difficulties of, she had I don't know what they call it when the baby is in there, but it died in there. Stillborn, right? Ectopic
pregnancy?
Yeah, because it showed that on a test that she was pregnant. But the embryo had passed away inside already.
Okay.
But it showed pregnancy. The doctor already confirmed that it was dead. And I remember we were at the Olive View Hospital in Sylmar. And I didn't know it then. Because we had to get the removed, right? It was like an emergency abortion.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't do it there because they're a Catholic church.
Oh, shoot.
So
they didn't want
that.
to do
I didn't know that.
The DNC, pues, on the
nothing. Yeah, I didn't know that Catholic churches in America have the right to deny an abortion, even if it's that situation.
I did not know that.
So she had to go get confirmation from the doctor to show up, tell the doctor there at the Catholic church, hospital, all of you, that the baby is dead inside when you take it out.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't do it.
That become very toxic for her.
She wouldn't do it. So she had to get like she has to her body ended up pulling it out on her own, but right in time. Then she had like she got like hysterectomy also. So a lot of the bad stuff happened because they couldn't take it out.
Oh yeah, see, that's the thing. Like I just had a miscarriage and they didn't have to do the DNC, but they said that they needed to make sure everything was out because it can become very toxic for the woman. You know what I mean? Like we gotta, so. But I'm glad you guys are still together and strong.
Yeah, and as a comedian, my wife said, try to make that funny. And I said,
oh shit,
challenge accepted. I said my wife ended up having 2 miscarriages. I ended up cheating on her, got her pregnant. I told my wife her the miracle baby.
Oh my God. Shit,
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted.
I was tripping on the candy you got outside, man.
A ver, what candy?
Like these little Jello shot starters.
Oh yeah, dude. These are. Let me see. These are. Yeah, kids need to stay away from these actually, but they're good. They're delicious. Little. Yeah. Son como así.
And this one right here, man. Cacahuates, estilo japoneses.
Están ricos esos.
Chang fu. Don't get offended if you're Japanese, but.
Chang. Yeah, this is Chang fu.
I posted it on my story. I didn't tag you, so you won't get in trouble. But I put Chang fu.
Chang fu. I
that banana flavor too, man. It's called Chang. I'm not gonna finish it, but
I freaking love your humor. Honestly, me encanta that you're as funny as I thought you would be. How do you describe your humor though?
I don't know. Dark.
I was gonna ask you, is it dark?
Black, dead on funny.
I'm dead on funny. Hell yeah. I love it.
Cause I have I used to, my brothers and I, we have I have a big family, like 6 of us, and my sister too. She used to pee standing up.
I've tried it. Pee standing up. It's kind of hard, but go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Don't they make something you can put on it?
Yeah, I have it.
Do you remember that?
Do you remember that? I have it in my purse.
Oh my
yeah.
God,
it's a little like tubito that you put right there, and you could just stand up. You could pee standing up because when you go camping or hiking or something, yeah.
I know, man. Well, a lot of women pee in public, man. You never been in traffic on the way to Dodger Stadium, and you gotta pull out, and you tell your husband, meet me at Elysian Park.
Yeah, I have a friend that pees everywhere. She hates public. God. She hates public restrooms. Te lo juro, she pees anywhere and everywhere. One time we were at, I can't tell you guys her name, but she's been on the podcast. She peed in the middle of a dance floor once in West Hollywood. Así. She just said the line is too long, and she just started peeing in the middle of the dance floor. I was like, oh my God, a big ass puddle, you guys, splashing everywhere. And anyways, TMI.
Wow.
But at least I didn't say her name.
Imagine there was a guy laying down on the floor. You would have been happy.
I know. A golden shower.
Yeah.
Is there something that people
She's Latina. It was gold plated.
She's Latina. She's
gold plated.
What? Gold plated. Yeah.
Imagine if it was a real. Imagine if it was a real golden shower, and the guy laid there. What happened? His face is all green. It was fake gold.
It was fake gold. Oh my God, dude, she's gonna be so pissed when she sees this. But at least I didn't say her name, right? At least I didn't say her name.
I know who you are.
I'll tell you later. So what's your hobby? What do you do?
People don't know that, but I practice the piano. I think I know how to play the piano, and I know how to play ukulele. I know how to play. I know how to play that song by Doja Cat.
Which one?
Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that shit get to my head. Bitch, I'll paint the town red. She's a devil. She's a bad little. I saw her in concert in Europe.
Yeah? Oh, dude, that's tight. Okay, so ¿cómo se llama the
ukulele?
Ukulele.
I know how
there
to
you
play
go.
it. Yeah. So
That's so
people don't know
cool.
that.
And the piano. That's one thing that when people ask me, what do you regret? I regret not learning an instrument, but it's never too late, right? I mean,
it's never too late, man. You can learn. I learned on YouTube.
Nice. When did you start?
The ukulele probably like 7 years ago, man. And
oh, good.
I know how to play Stairway to Heaven on it real good. I know how to play some songs.
Yeah, okay.
But I don't know how to read music though, so I just go by what their fingers are doing.
Yeah, no, that's good because tienes buen oído. That's what that means. That's
also
good.
On the keyboard, it's like I'm playing Guitar Hero.
The Guitar Hero. I think.
Yeah, the letters, the colors come down on the keys.
Yes.
So just follow the keys.
Oh, dope! Look at you. I'm gonna try. I want to learn. I have little fingers though. You think I can play the piano?
Harmonica.
Shit. Mibble fuel. These little fingers.
Kazoo.
I used to play the flute at school. Just little numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, that's it. Yeah.
Actually, you can play the guitar.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, huh? The guitar. You think?
Yeah, and the piano.
Okay, I'll try.
You got the right finger for piano. They're kind of long.
Really? I feel like they're short and stubby.
But the thing is, you get them faster.
Okay. I'm going to say Felipe told me to do it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Do you have a favorite color? I want to ask people like...
Green. Green and blue.
Nice.
Right now I'm just wearing it because that's the only that was in the dryer.
Yeah, I like it though. I love... Actually, red is one of my favorite colors. Yeah. So, you have a comedy special.
Yes.
Debuting on Netflix. Tell us about that, por favor.
I just actually filmed a podcast in Sacramento a month ago. Mm-hmm. And they're editing it right now. My wife directed it. Lisa Esparza, she directed it, executive produced, and she's editing it right now. So we're going to try to sell that podcast to Netflix. It's called Raging Fool.
Raging Fool. Oh.
I got the idea from that movie by Robert De Niro, Raging Bull.
Uh-huh. Okay, nice.
Because that movie's about boxing, right?
Uh-huh.
But at the end of the movie, when his life ain't shit, you know, everybody has their highs and lows.
Yeah.
I like staying in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just right here.
I like being in the middle. Like, he's famous. Are you famous? Nah, man, you have to ask, you know? You get recognized? Never. You know, right here.
Yeah, when people are like, hey, you look like, I'm like, oh, like J-Lo? Oh, thank you. Yeah.
I always get stuff like that too, like, but it's different for me. People, you look like Salma Hayek's fat brother.
So, hey, you kind of do look like Salma Hayek.
Somebody told me that, man.
They said but they said the other part?
But no, they said I look like Aquaman if you drank all the water. Like Moana's dad.
Moana's dad. I love Moana.
That's the caveman from Geico with a makeover.
That's awesome. So, wait, so you're so...
Like
okay, hold on.
Country Live's father.
Does your wife still laugh at like everything you say?
Laughs all the time.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was just after being together for so long. I mean, because you're freaking funny. So yeah, and she's a director.
Yes.
That's dope.
She's smarter than me, so you gotta.
That's why it works.
Opposite.
Yeah, that's why it works. I just recently got married, and I'm smart now.
How long have you been married?
A month.
A month and a half.
Yeah,
wow,
a month.
Man.
A month.
How long were you married before?
Yes, I was married before. It was just a little like just kidding moment, like just for pretend.
They were doing men and rice.
Yeah, exactly. Just to see a ver qué pedo, and then I figured it out, and now I'm married for real. Ahora sí.
Yeah, I'm married, but I got like 3 baby mamas. Mm-hmm. I got kids the same age. So they're twins, right? But they're from different moms.
Oh, okay, the same. Yeah, is it for real?
Nah.
No. Okay. I was like, wait a second.
I have a daughter. She lives in Sweden.
Oh.
Yeah. Free healthcare.
Yes. Nice.
And I have 2 grandkids.
How old is your daughter?
My daughter was born in like in the 90s. She's 30.
Oh, nice.
Something.
Okay. And you have 2 how does that feel, being a glam dad?
It feels good, man.
Yeah. My mom always said that she loved her grandchildren more than she loved her own kids. She said it was a different type of love.
And it's weird, like, to see your mom be nice to your kids, you know? And like you're like, who is this bitch?
You're like, I was like,
Who's
wow.
this nice bitch? You're gonna make cookies now, cabrona?
I would tell my mom, like, Mom, you would have never let us do that. She's like, yeah, I just get to give her love, little J-Lo.
That's why I tell every young mom out there, man, if you don't ever in your life, ever Call your mom and ask her if she can watch your kids. Big mistake. You show up with your kids there. And as soon as they start eating, you moonwalk out of there.
Moonwalk. I never learned how to do the moonwalk ever. I tried. Well, I mean, do you have any marriage advice for me at all? Anything like, is there a secret or something I should know? Like,
do everything together, man. Go to a strip bars together.
Everything together, yes.
Do smoke weed together.
Love that. Got that down.
Go to Tijuana, Hong Kong together.
I wanted him to take me to Hong Kong, but he said no because it's too dangerous. So thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having
love
me, Chiquis. Thanks for my cup right here.
Of course, he's taking it with him. He loved it, drinking his coffee out of it with a straw. I love it. But that's your souvenir. La verdad, muchas gracias. Thank you for being on. I enjoyed the conversation. I hope you guys did too. And share your socials, please.
Catch me at FelipeWorld.com. That's my website. You can find all my tickets, all my shows. I'm coming to Dallas, Texas. We added a second show to that show. And I'm coming to San Antonio, Houston, and Vancouver, British Columbia. We need people to migrate back to sneak into Canada for that show. So please do that.
Yes.
But
Felipe,
man,
thank you so much. Thank you for being on. It is an absolute pleasure and honor. And I know that my listeners and watchers watchers, is that a word? Anyways, and the people that are watching are gonna fucking enjoy it. So thank you so much, you guys. And I'll catch you on the next episode of Chiquis and Chill.
Chiquis and Chill.
Chiquis and Chill. This is a production of iHeartRadio and My Cultura Podcast Network. Follow us on Instagram at My Cultura Podcasts and follow me, Chiquis, that's CHIQUIS. For more podcasts from iHeart, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your favorite shows.